welcome to the show. I am a lover of homemade jams and jellies, in fact any sort of preserves for that matter. And although I do grow my own fruits and vegetables, I don't always have enough to make preserves because I grow just enough for myself. I don't have a lot to give away. Although I have friends who do, and fortunately they give me quite a lot. And I'm sure you've been in this position yourself. Somebody has given you a mass of fresh produce and you literally can't use it all. Well, preserving is the best way to go about making sure it lasts and you get the most out of it. So just recently I've been given some lemons and oranges rather, out of a friend's orchard, and they're organic, and so I'm going to make, there's far too many there for me to be able to eat them all, so I'm going to make some marmalade because I love marmalade and it's nice to have all year round. When I have people come for the weekend, because I live in the country, a lot of people escape from the city and spend the weekends with me, then I always like to have fresh homemade preserves to serve up for breakfast for them. So I'm going to show you today how to make a marmalade. It is a base recipe really to a certain extent, but it is something that not a lot of people do make, and the reason they don't is because they think they have to make a big batch of it, but you don't. You can use 4 pieces of fruit to make some marmalade, a couple of jars just for yourself. So let me show you how simple and easy it is to do, and it is really, really nice, especially if you've got very good quality fruit. It makes a big difference. Let's have a look at it.
Begin by scrubbing the fruit in warm soapy water to remove the wax that often coats purchased fruit or any dirt or insects from home-grown fruit. Now slice all the unpeeled fruit relatively thinly, discarding the ends of each piece. Then remove any seeds and cut away any areas that might be slightly bad. You don't have to discard the entire piece of fruit for a small bad spot, just cut it out. Now place all the sliced fruit into a pot considerably larger than the amount of fruit you have, enough to hold it all, plus to cover it with water. Even out the fruit, then just cover with cold water. Now place the pot on the stove, cover it with a lid and allow it to sit overnight. After 24 hours of soaking, turn on the heat and bring the fruit and the water to the boil, then cook until all the rinds have softened, about an hour. After this time, the fruit will break up somewhat and soften down. At this time, add all the sugar all at once and stir until all the sugar completely dissolves, about 15 minutes. Once all the sugar dissolves, you'll notice that the liquid will almost go clear. This indicates the sugar has in fact dissolved. Now continue to boil the mixture until it reaches a gel set. During this cooking time, you'll notice a foamy scum appearing on the surface. This is normal. Just use a large spoon to skim it off. Place the scooped scum in a bowl and discard. After the marmalade has been cooking for a couple of hours and begins to change colour, perform a gel test by cooling a saucer in the freezer, then spooning some of the jam onto it. Allow it to set for about 30 seconds, then run your fingers through it. If it wrinkles, the marmalade is ready. You can use this gel test on any jam. Once the marmalade is ready, spoon it hot into hot sterilised jars. You can see a video on sterilising jars on the Black Book Cooking website. Use a jug to fill the jars. Fill the jug with the marmalade, then pour it into the jars until you fill them to the top. Once they're all full, place hot lids onto each jar and allow the marmalade to cool and a vacuum to form.
Now the other thing you might like to do once you make a marmalade, or any preserve for that matter, is put a label on it. And I've got another little website called preservelabels.com, and you can go and order some of our very simple and elegant labels there. You get the artwork for them and you can print them off yourself using Avery labels. Well, thank you so much for being with me. If you are a lover of preserves, then that's a good start with the marmalade. Don't forget, of course, there are so many other different sorts of preserves that you can make, and all of the recipes for those are on blackbookcooking.com. Please also come and connect with me on Facebook and Twitter if you get a chance, and subscribe to the channels if you feel so inclined. I'll look forward to cooking with you again next time. Have a great week, and don't forget, come back and visit again soon. I'm Victoria Hanson. See you soon.